So welcome to the Bull Bear Profit test section. We're going to go through a number of slides and each one go ahead and answer it the best way you can. I'm not concerned about rushing through this. Obviously, I'm more concerned about just getting the right answer. So um, just let me know if we need to pause the recording or whatever. I want to make sure you get through this and completely understand each question and hopefully you'll get as many answers right as you can. So we'll move on to the next slide. Okay, do you know your stuff? Bull Bear Profit is a challenge to test your knowledge on the Bull Bear Profit education. Okay, so is the stock below a great candidate for trading or is it terrible? And here's a hint. What do you look for first? And if it is a great candidate, why is it a great candidate? If it's not, why is it a bad trade?
So I don't like this stock.
So if it's
First of all, because in July, if you look at July, there's a gap, and in December it shoots up, and there's a lot of big old bars that shoot up, shoot down, and I would skip to the next stock.
that is the bottom line. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. But look at you. So you answered it perfectly. What if anything? The first thing I also want you to look at is just look at the price chart. It is one of the ugliest price charts I've ever seen because there's nothing but it's just how would I put it? It's flatlining, okay? It's just flatlining all in here. Let me see if I can blow something up for you here. Right here, it's flatlining.
Yeah.
This, if you, before you even look at indicators, if you see stuff like this, there's no emotion. You want things that are moving, that are consistent. This is the complete opposite. There's literally no trading on these days that it's a complete flat line. Okay? So, so good answer. Good answer on that one, okay? In the stock below are the red horizontal bars properly placed on the graph. I blew that up.
No, they're not.
Okay, that's another good answer. That's another good answer.
They're, I mean, you're putting them you're putting them right here at the low. They need to be right here. This horizontal line should be at the peak right here.
Outstanding. That's exactly right. You nailed it. You nailed it. All right. I like it. All right. Stock trade 101. If company A stock is $5 per share and you bought 100 shares, what would be your cost basis? Okay? You purchase a stock for $5 a share and you all right. So what do you think is the answer here under that?
500 bucks.
Okay. All right. So what I did here to reveal the answers are tiny, but they're in that yellow box.
Oh, you can't stand that.
You're correct. Good job. Good job, man. So I make them super tiny so you can't see it. All right. All right. So on to the next one. On to the next one. Fill in the blanks. The four this is good. This is a really good one. All right. The four numbers below represent shares of stock for four different companies. All right. For every penny each stock moves in price, how much profit would you make? In other words, if a stock was 50 bucks and the stock went to $50.01, how much profit would you make for that 1 cent move? So you have, once again, each of these numbers is like 1,000 shares for Facebook, 50 shares for Twitter, 1,500 shares for Microsoft, 10,000 shares for Tesla. So each, like, I just want to make sure you understand the question correctly. So those are the different shares for different companies. And then the question is, once again, for every penny each stock moves in price, how much profit would that represent? All right, so in review here, the 1,000 shares, as you mentioned, just multiply it times 1%. You're correct. So the first one is at 10 bucks per penny, 50 cents per penny. On the second one, the third one's $15 per penny, and then of course 100 bucks per penny. And then if we come over here and blow it up, there's your answers. All right. Next question. If you purchased a stock at 5 bucks per share and you owned 100 shares, then the price went to 6 bucks per share, what is your profit?
So you own 100 shares.
So kind of think back about what we talked about in the last slide. You could either calculate it or do it in your head. So I'm kind of
So you would, your profit would be $600?
Nope. Nope.
Or would be the difference between the amount you bought?
So think about the question here. If you purchase a stock at $5, just think about that one part. And then jump down. The price went to 6 bucks per share. So it went up 100 pennies, 100 cents. And you have 100 shares. So it
$10?
no. Think about it. You have 100 shares, so it moves $1 for every penny. It moves $1 for every penny, and you have 100 pennies.
$100.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you take it. Yeah, I was gonna take the difference because it went from it went up $600 and you had 500. So the difference is 100 bucks.
Yeah. Another way to look at it. See, 1 penny is equal to $1, based on, of course, what we've learned from the last slide. And the price moved 100 pennies because it went from 5 bucks to 6 bucks. It's 100 pennies. It went $1. So $1 times 100 is $100 profit. Okay. All right. All right, we'll move on. Stock Trade 101. If you shorted a stock at $5 and you owned 100 shares and the price went to $4 per share, what is your profit?
Want to be at 100 bucks?
Thank you very much. Yes, you're correct.
If you start with 500, it went down. It went down, and so the difference is 100 bucks.
Yeah. Yes, 100 bucks. You are correct because you're shorting it. The price went down. Now, if if we're going long and the stock went down $1, what would be your profit?
If you're losing $100, you have the dollar cost.
You got it. You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. Excellent. Excellent. What are the patterns below called?
Reversals.
Nailed it. Oh, very good. Very, very, very good. I like it, man. Booyah. Good. Very good, man. All right. What trend is the stock in below? That was easy, man. Really easy. Really easy. We'll, we'll move on. All right. If you place the order below, fill in the blanks for the correct terminology. I'm going to say, let me redo this. For exiting the trade, okay? Look at the trade here. On January 20th, you entered the trade at $3.95 and the quantity is negative 300. All right. So, you fill in the blanks here. You would place an order to what? 300 shares with a time and force of what at a what price of $3.90? So let's go and fill in the first blank. You would place an order. Remember, I want to know the terminology, the correct terminology for exiting the trade. Okay? You would place an order. Go ahead.
You would place an order to limit 300 shares?
Nope.
Okay, so you would place an order to short.
Okay. If you look at our order up here, the order here, if you place the order below, you got a fill price of $3.95 and the quantity is negative 300. So what does that tell you, just that information alone? What does that tell you? What kind of a trade are we in?
We're in a short.
Yes, exactly. Because it says negative 300. That means we're in a short.
So we're in a bear trade.
Yes. So you'd place an order to do what? 300 shares.
To short.
If you shorted it, then you're going to be adding more shares. Then we're going to be negative 600 shares.
Oh. To buy.
Thank you. This is real important because if you were in a trade right now live and you're getting ready to place a trade, and that was your trade, you're already short 300 shares, and you went in there and you said, I need to place an order to short 300 shares, you would have just basically DCA'd, dollar cost average. You would have went negative 600 shares and went, oh no, no, no. This is why I'm showing you this. This is so important. I've done it. I think every trader in the world's placed an incorrect trade like this. That's why the terminology is so important here. So you're correct. We're going to move on. You would place an order to buy 300 shares with a time and force of
Time. Force of. To execute.
no, no, no. This, I'm going to let you struggle a little bit more. I talked about it, you've seen it, but I'm just think about it for a little bit more. It's, and when I say time and force, that's the terminology that they use. It actually says TIF on the platform. It'll show TIF, time and force. So on every trade you place, you can designate how long you want the trade to be live before it closes. Literally, there's a time.
3 days?
No, no, no. There's no such thing. There's only two. Well, I don't want to complicate things. There's only one right answer for a bull bear profit trade. and it's the wording.
Close of the day?
No, no. Um, it's on the tip of your tongue, maybe.
It is. Is it like, does that have to do with 12:59, like the end of the day?
No, no. What it has to do with is literally you have to make a selection on your trading platform, and sometimes it's GTC, good till canceled, is the answer. Okay. All right. It's GTC. Good. All of our orders are good to cancel. And good to cancel usually lasts. An order will last usually 6 months. Okay. On
Okay,
interactive.
let me write this down.
Okay. Good to cancel orders. They usually go for 6 months, and it warns you on the platform that in 6 months, if this order hasn't executed, it will cancel it automatically. But it'll warn you way ahead of time before it actually does it. It's just telling you that it's going to get rid of that order. So, so you would place an order to buy 300 shares with a time and force of good to cancel, and it'll say GTC as in Charlie, and now you have to answer the last blank at a something price of 390.
You place an order to buy 300 shares, write this down, with a time and force of good till cancel. GTC at a
What?
blank price of 390.
Right. So what's the last blank?
Limit?
There you go. Perfect. That's the answer. That's the answer. Yeah, this slide's important because when you're actually making live trades, you have to know what to click on the platform. If you click the wrong one, you can get yourself into trouble really fast. All right. So we're going to move on here. Dollar cost averaging. Number one, using the bull bear profit strategy, what situation would you be in to have to use DCA?
It's when the price goes against you.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect
yeah.
answer. Perfect. That's exactly right. That's the same. That's exact wording I would have used. You're right. You're right. You're right. Good job. Number two, if you are in a bullish trade going long, you only DCA when price is moving what? And if you are in a bearish trade shorting, you only DCA when price is moving what?
So the first one, if you're in a bullish trade going long, and you only dollar cost average when the price is moving down.
If you're in a bullish trade going long.
Oh, and the price is going up.
Well, which is your answer? You said both.
It's up. It's up. It's up.
Yes, yes, you're correct.
You're expecting the price to go down.
Yeah, you're expecting a reversal. So if you're correct, if you're in a bullish trade going, yeah, you're correct. Up, up, up. You know what? This is tricky. This is tricky.
Yeah.
You got the right.
Weird.
You got the right answer, and you're thinking correct. But if you are, hold on a minute here. I'm gonna correct things. Okay, so for clarification, number two was just reworded. So if you are shorting, you only dollar cost average if price is moving up. If you are in a bullish trade, you only DCA when price is moving down. Okay, we'll move on. All right, here we go. Next question, or next, this is the information. Constant and never-ending improvement. What do the following letters stand for? There's your question.
Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats.
Oh. Very good, very good, very good. Well, that looks very foggy. Your answer's correct, though. I'll have to correct this graphic. Yeah, I'll have to correct it. But you're right. It's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Excellent. What letters are the most important to fix and become a better trader? What's another letter? What letters are most important? Notice I said letters are most important to fix problems and become a better trader.
Your weaknesses and your threats.
Yes, yes, yes. Constant and never-ending improvement. I can't tell you, that's what got me to the strategy that I'm at today. That's vital to keep getting better. Okay, here we go. What must you do to improve skills and get better at anything? There's your hint.
Practice.
I'm looking for a specific word. But you're right, practice. I'll go with practice, but there's another word. All right. There's your answer.
Repetition, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an old saying, repetition is the mother of skill. So, remember I showed you a whole video on what the point of repetition is, how you first, you first go through it and you get really excited about it. And there was that example, the video of the guy talking about, you first show somebody how to do it, like time management, and they practice it, they're excited about it, and the next day they're not doing it. And then when they do it again, then it starts to kind of cement in a little bit better. And then they do it again until it's just habit. So, all right. We'll move on to the next one. Name some common human errors that can cause you to lose the money you make when stock trading.
Let's see. Common human errors. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Entering a trade at the wrong time.
Absolutely.
Entering the incorrect price. Forgetting the limit order after you enter the trade. Not following the rules of each method that you learned. Not dollar cost averaging when you have to. Not exiting the trade quickly if you break a rule. Avoiding harmful emotions of thinking you're right, aka speculation. The major loss of money and time. Killer of annual profits. Not reading technical graphs correctly. And taking a loss instead of breaking even.
All right, look at the slide.
What's that?
Look at the slide. I just blew up the answer there.
Yeah.
So you are correct, and you gave a lot more answers. You gave plenty. I just said name some. Now listen, this list that I have here are the most common things that I've done. I know other people have done, but this list, this isn't everything, obviously. I mean, there's other stuff that you your own personal bad habits. I don't know what they are. Every human is different, but these are the more common ones. And like I said, this was session 3, the intangibles of trading, and these are things you to absolutely, man, absolutely pay attention to, because I promise you, you will lose money if any of these are happen, and you don't want to ever let it snowball. They'll nail you. These things, they'll eliminate a whole month of profits just like that. 2 months of profits gone. So that's why I want to stress the heck out of it. This is what I call the intangibles of trading. This is what people don't normally talk about in stock trade education. They're so concerned about making money, but they don't talk about keeping the money. Okay, so I think I drove that point home here. So we'll move on. All right. We talked about the human errors. Here's the next question. Being a stock trader, why is it important to be like a computer?
Because you gotta avoid human error. You gotta hit the button at the right time.
I like it. There you go. That looks better, to avoid human errors. You're correct. You got the answer correct here. All right, next slide. What are the targets for each method listed below?
1.5%, 2%, and 1%.
Perfect. You got it. You got it. Great, great, great. What is more important in stock trading, an offensive or defensive strategy?
Defensive strategy.
Nailed it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And why?
Because you gotta know what to do when price moves against you.
See that? If you can control losses, all that is left is profits.
Right.
Both huge, 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 huge. Okay. Moving on. On the bull bear profit concept calculator below, what does the yellow colored section mean?
The information that you enter.
Correct.
It's all the stuff that you can enter.
Yep, yellow down, right here. Right here, that's the right manual entries. Manual entries, they require, at some point in time, you have to enter in information like the price, of course, the commission, fill price. You're right. You're right. Good job. Good job. All right. In the midsection on the bull bear profit concept calculator below, what does PP mean?
PP is your profit point.
That is the correct answer. What else does, this is a side question. What is profit point? What else does that number tell you?
Profit point is your target, is what you're going to make your money off.
It's not your target.
It's the point in which the stock makes you money.
They're all correct, but I'm looking for specific words that I use a lot. You're right. You're right. I mean, you got the idea of what it is, but I want you to know terminology here. So, profit point, there's another common word I use all the time. In fact, it's one of our objectives in the whole bull bear profit strategy.
When the stock hits your price.
That doesn't make sense to me. When the stock hits your price, I don't know what
Or
that.
when the stock hits the price which you want.
There are two words I'm looking for. And the letters of the first word is B, and the second word, the first letter is E.
Um,
Think about it.
it's doing.
B is in Brian, and then E is in Edward. And you'll see me mark that a lot. You'll see it marked a lot in the materials.
No, we talked about it one time. I'm trying to look at my notes.
Pause this. It's the reason for dollar cost averaging. What are we trying to do when we dollar cost average? You know, as you've.
Break even.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very, very, very important because if you're entering a trade in the calculator, you always want to know your trade profit point or break even, and that is part of your trade plan, and that is on your stock graph, your technical stock graph is your trade plan, and it lists your PP, your profit point or break even point. You've got to always know where you stand in every trade. Okay, so I wanted to drill that point home. Okay. Next question. What is the difference between the two sections of the bull bear profit concept calculator below? What is the difference between the two sections? All right, there's your question.
The top section is all the stuff you execute before your trade, and the bottom section is what you do after your trade.
Okay, you're wrong. Think about the way you just said it to me. The upper section is what you use before you trade. This is if you're doing research, yes, but if you're using this calculator to trade, the upper section is to hold certain types of trades. The low
trades.
Well, those are the types of trades it holds, but there's a very specific this section. I call this section it holds certain types of trades. The trades are in a certain state.
Live?
Yes, yes,
Live trade?
yes. There you go.
Top section's live trades, and the bottom section is when you close your trades.
Yep. There you go. Those are the answers I'm looking for. The upper section only holds live trades. When you close a trade, even you close partial trade, if you're having 100 shares, you're in a trade, and you make profits on 50 of those shares, those 50 shares get transitioned down to the middle, the lower section, as we're seeing it here, because as you just said, those trades are closed. And then when the trade is eventually completely over and done, then every trade in the upper section must transition down to the lower section right here. And in the actual calculator, This is actually, the lower section is the second section. The third section you never do anything with. It's just stats and data on your trade. Okay? Very important. That's very important. We'll keep working on that. So, all right. On this slide, section 3 of the Bull Bear Profit Concept Calculator gives final stats for a stock when all trades are closed. Fill in the blanks for the statement below. All trades in a something, also known as the live trade section, must transition to the closed trade section, also known as section. So you got to fill in those blanks.
All trades in a must transition.
So let me read this to you again, one more time. All trades in section blank, also known as the live trade section, must transition to the closed trade section, also known as section what? So what are the answers to those two questions?
Is it all trades in section in your manual entry section?
Is that
like,
what I?
Your entry date, your commission, your fill price.
Yeah, but what? You're correct.
Down.
You're correct. But what's that section called? All trades in section what? Also known as the live trade section. You're gonna kick yourself when you see the answer.
I know.
All trades in section what, also known as the live trade section, must transition to the closed trade section, also known as section. You're on the clock.
Yeah, I can't think of the name for it. I'm looking at all my stuff. I know that you take that section and you copy and paste it down below the other section. But I don't know what that section is called. It's either your bear or bull's trade section. Is it your
There's a name for that, but there's a name for that whole. There's a name for that whole entire section. The entire upper section. There's a name. There's a name for it. Are you looking at your notes?
Yeah, I would have to open up the calculator.
No, I mean you would, yeah, you would, but.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
All right, look at the screen.
Section 1.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Told you kick yourself.
Okay, wow. That was stupid.
Well, it wasn't. I just see it's not stupid at all. Nothing's stupid.
I'm dumb for giving it
So one last time here. All trades in section 1, also known as the live trade section, must transition to the closed trade section, also known as section 2. And that's it. That's it for all the questions here, and we'll close the video.